Craft here. So today got some more Pokemon Sun and Moon news. Today during the championships, today's championships day 1, there was a new trailer that was posted for 4 new Pokemon. Technically though, it's only 1 new Pokemon, which is this one over here. These other 3 were announced in the last issue of CoroCoro. I'll have a link in the description below to the list to the trailer that was revealed or shown. And so I've already counted, and there's approximately like 49 Pokemon so far that we have gotten. I'm not counting, and that includes level forms, by the way. I haven't counted with how many we also predict, like for the evolutions that we haven't received yet. But by the looks of it, we already have 49. That's quite a bit. So approximately, there's a good guess that it's going to be around 100. Which is, of course, more than Kalos gave us, so that's already good news. So that's just for anyone who was wondering about that. So starting off, we're going to go to Brawler, which is the only one that we haven't seen before. It's a brand new Pokemon, is known as the Boxing Pokemon, and interestingly enough, it's a pure fighting type. I was surprised that it's not part water type, just because, well, it's a crab, you know. But I do like its design. I like its looks. What I really like about its design is actually its claws. It has boxing gloves for its hands or claws or whatever. So I really like that design. So it can have the abilities of Hyper Cutter and Iron Fist. Iron Fist makes sense because it's a fighting type. So I'm guessing it can learn all the different, punch moves: Ice Punch, Fire Punch, Thunder Punch. So that's pretty nice. Brawler has a personality that really hates to lose, and is driven not only to aim for a higher position than its fellows in terms of social standing, but literally to aim for a higher position in the landscape. Perhaps as a result, it's sometimes found clinging to tall people or to the walls of buildings. If you try to remove one against its will, you'll be met with a sound punch. Brawler's favorite food is berries. It punches the trunks of trees to give the branches a good shake and knock any ripe berries to the ground so it can feast. Many Brawler may gather around a tree, but only the one that emerges victorious in battle against all the others receives the privilege of eating the ripe berries. Brawler uses its claws to protect its face and belly while getting in close to an opponent to throw punches. Its punches are powerful enough to split tree trunks. Brawler's pincers are sometimes torn off during its bouts, but they are said to be delicious. So by the looks of it, that actually confirms one of the bigger Pokemon theories, and that is, can you eat Pokemon? Well, if Brawler is said to be delicious, by the looks of it, then I would guess you can eat Pokemon. Next off, we're going to talk about Pokemon that were revealed in CoroCoro, and this is Sandygast. As the Sand Heat Pokemon. What I really like about it is a ghost and ground type. I don't think we've seen any of those before, and it has a new ability called Water Compaction, which we will get to in a minute. So Sandygast was revealed in CoroCoro, and I think this Pokemon doesn't help with how many people feel about Nintendo and Game Freak, and how they've been very bad at creating original designs. Like now they're using sand. Oh wow, they used keys. I mean, like, in my opinion, it doesn't matter. I think it's really cool, actually. Because, I mean, Pokemon is supposed to be, well, yeah, it's mainly supposed to be animals. But, like, still, just seeing how creative you can get with something as basic as sand and turning it into this, it's still pretty cool what you can do with just sand. In my opinion, that's pretty cool. And I think that, it's too much hate we're giving out. I think it's cool, especially since it's a ghost and ground type. And this Pokemon I found very interesting when it was announced in CoroCoro because of its description, which we will be going on right now. A Sandygast emerges when the grudges of Pokemon and other creatures soak into the sand after they've fallen in battle. In essence, it's a possessed lump of sand. So it's similar to Yamask, which is dead humans that turned into Pokemon. But this is grudges, which is a lot more interesting in my opinion. So that's what I really like about this Pokemon. If you heedlessly grab the Sandygast shovel, you'll fall under the Pokemon's control. The Sandygast uses its power to manipulate children into gathering sand to increase the size of its body. If a Sandygast loses its shovel, it may put up a tree branch, a flag, or another item in its place. These Sandygast are wanderers in search of their own shovel. The tunnel-like mouth of a Sandygast can suck the vitality from people and Pokemon. Apparently, it's a test of courage in the Alola region to put your hand in a Sandygast mouth. That is a bit creepy. Sandygast has the new Water Compaction ability. With Water Compaction, its defense stat will go up by 2 if it's hit with a Water-type move. And in my opinion, that actually makes a ton of sense. So when you think of sand and water, well, what happens when you, for example, have a day at the beach and you're trying to make, well, a sandcastle? Well, you put water on the sand and it compacts together so it sticks. So it's kind of like its defense has been raised, which I think is a cool, little thing that they did there. So I really like that, and I definitely would probably want to get one of these for my team, especially since it does get, by the looks of it, good coverage. I wonder though if we can actually change its shovel in the game to like a flag or something, because that would be pretty cool. But next we have its evolution called Palosand, which is a bit strange for its name. I actually really like its design though. It's a sandcastle. So again, I would really like to see if we could change what's on top or if it's like random. But it also has the Water Compaction ability. Palosand controls human adults, making them build a sandcastle that provides camouflage and raises its defensive abilities. Unlike Sandygast, if Palosand loses some of the sand from its body, it can restore itself on its own. When moving about in search of prey, the shovel on top of Palosand's head revolves. It said that the shovel can be serving as some kind of radar. So I just think that these Pokemon are actually really cool. And so here you can see a Sandygast like trapping a Pikachu, which is a bit strange, but actually I don't know, I really like this Pokemon. Palosand loves the vitality of Pokemon and drags small Pokemon into its body so it can steal their life force. Its sandy vortex swallows them up in a heartbeat. Pokemon dragged into Palosand leave traces of their ill will behind. It's thought that this negative energy may be the starting point of new Sandygast. So I really like the lore, the description. I really like that about this Pokemon. That could just be me and other people find it creepy. I don't know. I kind of like it. I'm guessing it could have, for its hidden ability, it could have Arena Trap, which just makes sense in my opinion. But lastly, we've got Stuffle, which everyone finds one of the new cutest Pokemon announced in Sun and Moon. And for those of you that don't know, Stuffle is the pre-evolution of Beware. So Stuffle, known as the Flying Pokemon, it's a normal fighting type just like Beware and has the same abilities Fluffy and Klutz. Only thing I have to say about Stuffle and Beware before I get into the description and this little adorable picture is Stuffle's color doesn't really match up with Beware's very well. If you can really see it, it just doesn't match up too well in my opinion, but what can you really do? Stuffle's cute appearance and movements, plus the fluffy feels of its fur, all combine to make it super popular. This Pokemon may have a small body, but its strength is extraordinary. Receiving one of its powerful hits without being prepared for it can bring down even well-trained Pokemon. So, I'm not sure, but it looks like this might be the bear of the region. We have Beartic, Ursaring, Pangoro. I'm guessing this is the bear here. Only thing is we've already had a fighting type bear in Pangoro, and we have a normal type bear in Ursaring. So maybe it's still going to be Komala, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter. It still looks awesome, but the truth is that Stuffle doesn't really like being touched. It hates being hugged tightly and will flail its arms in protest. So I just really like this picture because, it's such a cute Pokemon. Of course it's gonna get touched all the time, and everyone will be like, oh wow, and then it's just gonna beat them up because, well, it has extraordinary power. Yeah, so that's really it for the reveal during Championships Day 1. We might get more information. Who knows? I definitely really like Palosand and Sandygast. I'm surprised that they didn't make Crabrawler a water and fighting type. That might just be me though. I mean, it really does look like a water, or bug and fighting or something. Actually, bug and fighting would have made it 4 times weak to flying, so. But I really think it should have been a water and part water type at least. But I do love its design, especially the boxing glove claws. It kind of looks like that's a tooth on its head. Other than that, I really like the designs. I like the Pokemon that they've announced so far. If you didn't know, yesterday at Gamescom there was another Pokemon revealed, Turtonator, so make sure to check out my video on that. And until then, see you guys all next time.